When comparing your experience from Eastern Europe and your country with Tunisia, what similarities do you see and what differences?
Well, coming from former communist country, one of the few from the Central and Eastern Europe, obviously I see a lot of similarities. As a fact, we can say that during the communism, the judges were sort of invisible in a society, part of the ruling structure. And after the fall of communism, soon they underwent a great change, and they received some heavy criticism soon. And you must look at it as they were part of the society that underwent a great change. So a lot of burden fell on the shoulders of judges.
Would you say that Tunisia is in that situation now that you were then?
Yeah, probably what we underwent during the 90s, because the wall of Berlin fell in 1989. So probably now they are a couple of years from their revolution of 2011. So probably they are in pretty much same position as we were back then, with the same challenges, trying to find their own voice, trying to find their own position in society, which is not easy and it's very challenging. But my view is that things are looking better than it was, for instance, a year ago.
Yeah. In Tunisia, you mean?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. In what way? What differences do you see?
Well,
Progress?
I had a chance to be a part of this program even before, during 2013. And when we faced in our discussions same questions and same dilemmas, I see that today the judges are more confident. They know what they want and also they are more observant of their own position and their own obligations towards society and towards their job. They are more concerned about the judicial ethics, and they are facing the questions as working conditions, and they are facing questions about general position of judiciary in society more openly. They are not so closed before, because that was something they inherited from the old dictatorship, old regime, where they were just closed caste sort of. Now there must be, actually, that's what's new for them probably. They must go with the times, so they must be more open to the general public and both to the parties. Yeah. They still suffer some setbacks, technical situation in terms of the technical providence for them is not on a satisfactory level, but they are aware, for instance, that they must open up a little bit to the media. They must confer with them. So recently I learned that they introduced the position of spokesperson on the courts, which was not there when I was last time here. So evidently there's some progress. And generally they are, as I said, more confident, more open. They address issues completely aware that what society now thinks of them, because the overall position of judges and view how the public views them is not very good. No. On the other hand, they're aware that they're there, they're part of this society, and I think they're ready to take their share of the burden and homework for the future.
Final question, in comparison to Croatia and Eastern Europe, looking at Tunisia now and the region as a whole, what do you see as the next step, the next level that the Tunisian judiciary has to sort of manage to get to?
Well, I think it's daily work, actually. I don't believe in gigantic steps, I think it's a phrase from psychology, baby steps. It means every day is a new battlefront, if you like, So, question on openness to the general public, then the rising of the levels of competence, questions of ethics. Also, quite recently, Tunisia introduced a new constitution, and they are still working on some legislative matters concerning the formation of judicial council and those things. So there's a lot of work ahead of them, but hopefully things look much better than, for instance, a year ago.
So you sound optimistic?
Yeah, quite optimistic, and I wouldn't be surprised. And as we speak, Tunisia is recognized as a the most prosperous country of the Maghreb, of the North Africa. So I think that for Tunisia as a whole, and for the judges from Tunisia, only good days are ahead.